Hi everyone, this is Ted. Let's do ab workout today. Today I'm using my ball. If you have, then you can use. If you don't, no worries, you don't have to use. It's just an extra. Today we don't have any crunch like a chest lift, so it's gonna be more neck sensitive friendly. Okay, I'm gonna turn around facing to the side. Lower the ball down next to you so we can use later. Okay, let's just start with the feet together, knees slightly open, and then we are holding back of our thigh. Gaze forward and then spine nice and tall. Squeeze your feet together, activate your inner thigh. Deep breathing, inhale. As you exhale, let you roll down. Scoop your belly, we roll back halfway. Inhale here. As you exhale, use your abdominal, slowly restack your spine, come up tall. Go again, exhale, we curl, tuck your tail under, gaze forward, chins lifted, inhale to prep. Exhale, squeeze your feet, slowly lift yourself up. Let's go one more in breath. Exhale, scoop your navel, and then we roll down, hold. Great. Either you can stay here if that's already a challenge. Otherwise, bring your arms forward and then lift yourself up. We're gonna add on. Again, curl your pelvis, roll down halfway. We'll stay here. You can always hold your thigh if you need to modify. Otherwise, deep breathing, inhale to prep. Exhale, we bring our right arm up to the sky. And then we lower. Left arm reach up. And then we lower. It doesn't have to go all the way to the ceiling. I just want you to keep that core tight. Belly button pulling into the spine. Rib cage down to your hip bone. One more, everybody. Left arm reach. And then we lower in breath. Exhale, scoop your belly, slowly restack yourself. Again, we bring our feet forward, move your hips forward. Let's roll down all the way. Deep breath, inhale to prep. Exhale, curl the pelvis, gaze forward and slowly lower your chest down, arms by your side. Find your neutral spine, neutral pelvis. And then here we start to marching. Deep breath, inhale. As you exhale, pull your thigh bone up towards your chest, and then we lower. Left leg up towards your belly, and then we lower. Great, everybody. And here we maintain the neutral pelvis, neutral spine. That means we never lower back is not lifting, overarching. Thinking your thigh bone pulling up with your lower abdominal. Okay, belly button pulling in, rib cage is not popping up. Great, one more each side. With your breath, lower the foot down. Great, right foot up, and then extend your right leg forward. Let's lift that leg up an inch and down an inch. Up an inch and down an inch. Keep belly button pulling into the spine. Point your toes, we engage our quad. Great, lift your thigh bone up and lower, up and lower. And 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Bend your knee, lower the foot down. Extend your left leg forward this time. Find your balance. And then we lift up and lower, up and lower. And then here, your hips not moving, hips not tilted. Balance through your sacrum. Again, we are pulling the thigh bone up with your lower abs. And then we have 8, 7, 6. Great. 4 more. 3, 2, and then 1. Bend your knee, lower your foot down. Let's grab a ball and then place your ball in between your knee, a little bit more above the knee. Okay, squeeze the knees and then lift your legs to the tabletop position and hold here. And then here we extend our right leg forward like single leg stretch. Your balls rolling And then we come back to center. Feel your movement of your knees. Left leg forward. And then we come back, core tight. Again, I have a little bit of gap below the low back, but we never overarching. Keep pulling your bottom ribs down on your mat. Exhale to reach. Inhale, pull. And then we have a 4. Gently squeeze a ball. 2. 1 more. Great, everybody. Come back to center. Extend your arms up. Now, as we extend the left leg, bring your right arm over your head. Engage your core. Use that abdominal. Come back to center. Right leg reach forward. Left arm overhead. And then we're pulling forward. Let's go 2 more like this. Gently squeeze the ball. Rest of body is not moving. 1 more. And then we pull to the center. Lower the hands down by your side. And then double toe taps. We lower. And then pulling with your lower abdominal. Again, we lower and lift. It doesn't have to actually touch. For modify, you can lower a little bit and then lift up. Lower a little bit and then lift up. Make sure you just keep core tight. Great. We have a 4. Exhale, lift. 3. 2. 1 more. Great, everyone. Lower the feet down. Let's move to the bridge. Deep breathe, inhale, gently squeeze the ball. Exhale, curve pubic bone towards navel. Slowly peel off your spine. Come up for bridge. Belly button into the spine. Your feet pulling into your hips. Thinking your thigh bone reach forward. Neck is relaxed. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your spine down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, curve pubic bone towards navel. Scoop your belly. Lift your rib cages up. Keep pulling your bottom ribs towards your pelvis. And then we lower the spine down, bone by bone by bone. 1 more. Curve. Peel off your spine. Pelvis reach towards your knees. And then here, let's squeeze the ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your spine down, bone by bone by bone. We're gonna place our ball underneath the left foot and place your feet hip distance apart again. And then feeling light your left foot on the ball, we are focused for anchoring down the right foot. Use your right glute, hip bones level, inhale. Exhale, lift your hips all the way up. Hip hinging bridge, maintain the flat back. Lower the hips all the way down. Again, lift your hips up. And then we lower. Exhale, lift, leading from your tailbone, and then we lower. Great, we have a 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze that right glute. 1 more, lift up and hold. And then here, we're gonna extend our left leg, roll the ball forward. Keep pulling your heel down into the ball and then drag your ball underneath your foot again. Extend, use your hamstring and then we pull. Great, we have 4 more. Isometric, hold your bridge. 3, hips stay lifted. 2, relax your neck. 1 more. Pull your ball to the center. Lower the hips all the way down. Great, everybody. Before we go the other side, right foot on your thigh bone. Flex your foot for figure 4 stretch. Bring your left thigh towards your chest and then we hug. Use your breath. And as you exhale, send your breath to your right hips. And then slowly lower. Bring your ball underneath your right foot. Your Feet hip distance apart. Maintain the flat back, palms facing down. Exhale, lift your feet up, hips up. And then we lower, hips lift, scoop your belly. And then we lower. Again, your left heel pulling to your glute. Great. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. One more. Lift up and hold. Bring your right leg straight forward. And the heels push into the ball. And then we pull. Great. Extend. And then we pull. Use your hamstring. Great. We have a 4. Hips stay lifted. Hip bones level. 3, 2. Last one. Ball goes underneath your right foot. Lower the hips all the way down. Figure 4 stretch. Left foot over your right thigh. Flex your foot and then we stay here or tippy toe. Or if you want a deeper stretch, and then pull your thigh. And then we lower the foot down. Let's bring our ball in between the thigh for a spine twist. Make a goalpost arm, palms facing up. Lift your legs to the tabletop position. Bring your legs to the right. Look over your left shoulders. Hold the ball to the center. And then inhale, legs go to the left. Look over your right shoulder. And pull to the center, squeeze that ball. Great, we have one more each side. Last one, squeeze the ball, use your abdominal to pull to the center, lower the feet down. Okay, let's roll on our side. We are lying on the side on the hip. Lower the forearm down, grab your ball. Bring your shoulder right above your elbows and then your bottom knees bent. Hips are stacked and extend the top leg up. And then ball goes to the top hand and then we're gonna bend over for the stretch. Rib cages lift up to the ceiling. And then we come back, 2 more. Reach over. Create the space in between your ribs. Come back, 1 more. And then we come up. Reach your balls to the ceiling. Rib cage is lifted, pulling your navel. And then here, deep breathing, inhale. As you exhale, lift your top leg up and touch your ankle. And then release. Touch and release. And then squeeze your oblique. Squeeze the top of the waistline. Make sure your rib cage is not sinking down as we reach. Okay, we use our breath. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, open. We have 8, 7. Push down your forearm. Lift your shoulders away from your ear. Great. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. And then we pull and hold and we pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then we stretch. Great, everybody. And then slowly come out for kneeling. Let's bring our hips right above your knees and then extend the same leg out. Ball goes front over your chest and then we gently squeeze in. And then here, lower body is not moving, pulling your navel. And then we gently squeeze and then we're gonna leaning to the side, push down your top foot onto the ground. And then slowly come back up. Again, we lean to the side. Use your oblique to slowly bring yourself up. Great, everybody. 4 more. Shoulders away from your ear. 3. Hinge from your hips. 2. Great, everybody. One more. Hinge and we hold here. Extend your ball forward. Grab your ball with your right hand. We're going to open our arms to the side and bring your ball forward. Pass the ball to the left hand. Open. And then we close. Pass. We have 3, 2, one more. Bring your balls to the center. And then here, squeeze the ball, pull your navel, inhale to prep. As you exhale, let you rotate towards the floor. Lower body is not moving. Rotate back to the center. Stay hinged. We rotate to the floor. And then we come back. Great, one more. Come back to the center. Use your oblique. Lift yourself back up. Let's go the other side. You can turn around or just switch the side. I'm gonna facing you, so bring my right hips off, down, and then elbows down. Pulling your navel, and then extend that leg out. And then rib cage is lifted, and then grab a ball. Let's stretch, side bend. The ball goes overhead. And then we come back up. Ball goes overhead. And then we come back up. One more. And then we bring it up. Inhale. Exhale, lift up and lower. Squeeze and lower. Your hips are stacked. And then right shoulders away from your ear. Rib cage is not sinking down. We have 8, 7, 6, 4 more. 2. Squeeze and hold. We pulse and reach. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Stretch. And then we slowly lift ourselves up. High kneel. Extend your left leg out to the side. And squeeze a ball front of your chest. Activate your upper body. Inhale. Exhale, we hinge. Push down your foot and then bring yourself up. Again, we hinge, lean over to the side. And then we come back up. Great, everybody. 4 more. Use your oblique to bring up. 3, 2. One more hinge and we hold here. Great, everybody. Push your pelvis, pubic bone forward and then we extend our arm. Grab with your left hand, open, and then we close. Switch the hand, we open, and then we close. Great, 3 more. Stay leaned. 2. Last one. And then we pull to the center. Let's squeeze the ball, core tight. We rotate, chest to the floor. Come back to center, stay leaned. And then we took. 1 more. Excellent, everybody. Use your abs and then slowly come back up. Okay, lower the hips down for the mermaid stretch. Left foot back, right foot forward, and then anchoring down your 2 sit bone. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, we bend over to the left. Look slightly up. Open your chest. Shoulder blades down to your mid back. And then we come back. 1 more. Activate your fingertips. And then we come back. Switch your legs. Right foot back. Left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, we bend to the right. Great, 1 more. And then lower the hands down. Great, everybody. This was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and then thanks for working out with me, and I'll see you next time.